So, a very good morning to all of you. A warm welcome to the new session based on same chapter which we are continuing, that is electrostatics. So as usual, let's have a quick revision. Let's have a brief discussion on what we learned last class. So what we learned in last class is the very first thing when you consider, it's all about numericals based on string attached to a charged body. So we have studied one question. Before that only we have studied, and one more question we have taken, and so that we can understand in better way. So we have studied one example based on numericals based on string. Numericals based on string attached to a charged ball. So what is the inclination between the two strings? What is the force, or what is the condition that they are in equilibrium? Now, similar way, next thing what we studied is electric field. So what is electric field? The electric field is nothing but effect of one charge on the surrounding charges. That we defined as electric field. So in the premises, a charge produces some effect on the other charges, surrounding charges. That we call it as electric field, effect of a charge on the surrounding charges. That only mathematically we have defined as the electrostatic force experienced per unit charge at any point is called electric field. So electric field we have taken the equation as E equal to F by Q. And what is the unit of electric field will become here is force by charge. That's why it will become Newton per Coulomb. So make that point also, because whenever new quantity comes, try to write its units and dimension, which is very important. Now the next thing is, what is the direction and magnitude of electric force on charge placed in the presence of an external electric field? See, if there is an electric field they mentioned, there is some electric field. Now you place one charge, maybe positive or negative. Then what we said, there must be some force acting on the charge. There must be some force acting on the charge. If it is positive charge or negative charge, magnitude is charge into electric field only, but direction changes. For positive charge, force is along the electric field, and for negative charge, the electric force is opposite to electric field. Like here in this case, the electric field is rightward. Now, for positive charge, electric force is also rightward, but for negative charge, electric force is leftward. Now, what is the field due to a point charge? So, what is the field due to a point charge? The field due to a point charge means, if there is a point charge at any distance, the field is kq by r square. That is what the field due to a point charge at any distance. And we said that as distance increases, the electric field keep on decreases. Now, what is the direction of electric field due to a point charge? The direction of electric field when you consider, see, the direction of electric field means for positive charge at any point field is away. For negative charge at any point field is towards the charge. Wherever the point, you join the charge with the point. Either the direction is away from the charge or the direction is towards the charge. Depends on the sign. Positive means away, negative means towards. Now, what happens when we place a charge in an external field? Of course, just before we have seen, there must be one force acts on it. That force is electric force. That is charge into magnitude of electric field. So, as charge remains constant, if electric field remains constant, then force also remains constant. So, it experiences a force means it must experience some acceleration according to Newton's second law. That is what? The thing that when you place a charge in the presence of external electric field, there it experiences one acceleration. And I also said you that this thing we again study separately like motion of a charged particle in the presence of external electric field also. Now, the next thing, how to balance a charge in air. That also we have studied. If there is a charge, then downward due to its mass there is a gravitational force, and you apply some electric field such that there is one equal and opposite electric force, so that mg balanced by QE, then it is called the body is in balanced position or equilibrium. Just it is hanging in air without any support, just because its downward weight will be balanced by upward electrostatic force. So that is possible with the help of external electric field. But for positive charge, you need to apply field in the upward direction, and for negative charge, you need to apply field in the downward direction, so that the force will act upward direction. So I am telling you again and again, please don't get confused with the direction. The force direction or the field direction, or the force direction on a charge placed in the external field. Direction is very important, in which direction it is acting. Based on that only you can solve the question. So please try to take care all those things. Now, the one last thing is what is null point. This thing already we have studied actually last class, before that class only, before last to last class. But again we have defined in terms of electric field. See, between two charges, if you keep another third charge that should experience zero force, then we said it is in equilibrium. That is nothing but at that point resultant field due to these two charges is zero, and that's why we call it as that point as null point. Null means what? Zero. Zero field. That doesn't mean that there is no field. There is a field due to Q1. There is a field due to Q2. But both are equal and opposite in direction, equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, so that the resultant field will become zero, and that point we call it as null point. So these are all the things we have studied. Now I said you in the last class we study about electric field due to a system of point charges. It is same like principle of superposition what we studied in the case of Coulomb's law. Like, see here, I'll tell you in a simple way. If there is one charge, at one particular point there is a field. So there is a field due to one charge, let's take Q1. Now here one charge is there, let's take Q2. Then at the same point there is one more field, that is E2. If suppose here minus Q3 is there, then here the field is towards the charge, and that is another field. But all the fields are not in same direction. If they are in same direction, you can add them according to vector addition. If they are in opposite direction, if two vectors are in opposite direction, resultant is A minus B or B minus A. But here the vectors are not in same direction. Then what you have to do? You have to go for the resultant. So the resultant electric field due to system of charges is vector sum. So there are three charges means three fields. Like question, suppose there is a Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. There are four charges at four corners of a square, and what is the electric field at the center of the square? Then this will apply one field, this will apply one field, this will apply one field, this will apply one field. Now these two, if you consider Q1, Q3, they are opposite direction. So the resultant will become either E1 minus E3 or E3 minus E1. If E1 is greater, E1 minus E3. Similarly, due to Q2 and Q4, upward E2, downward E4. then E4 minus E2 or E2 minus E4 it will become. So if more than two charges or more than two charges are there, then due to that system of point charges, the electric field if you want to find, you have to take each magnitude, each direction, and then you have to apply the what we call it as vector rules to find the resultant electric field. That is what you need to do it. So let's take a question so that you will understand in a better way. See here. Four charges are placed at the four corners of a square of side 10 centimeter. And usually three shapes they will give for this kind of question. One is triangle, one is square or rectangle, another one is hexagon sometimes. Very rarely they will give cube. So very rarely they will give cube. Now here four charges are placed at the corners of a square of side 10 centimeter as shown in figure, having if Q is 1 microcoulomb, then what will be the electric field intensity at the center of the square? See here, Q minus Q plus 2Q minus 2Q. I'll try to explain in detail. Please try to understand and try to do it carefully. See here, what will be the electric field intensity at the center of the square? At the center. Now here, how many charges are there apart from? If there is a charge here at the center, that will not produce any field. The point which they are asking, except that you need to choose other points. So at other points, what are all the charges are there? So they are asking field at this point. Now apart from these, four more charges are there. Now if you consider first plus Q. So the distance, let's take R. So there is a field due to that one in this way. Like that, if you consider that point here, there is a field due to plus Q, this one, E1 first. Then you take what is the magnitude? E1 equal to how much? So KQ by the distance is R square. Very good. As it is positive charge away. Similarly, here one 2Q is there and this also will apply some field, but that is away from charge outward. Now here one more field will be there, E2. And what is the magnitude? E2 equal to K into charge is 2Q by distance is same. Because the distance of the point from the charge plus Q or plus 2Q both are same. Let's take RR. Distance of the center from the corner. Now two fields we found it. Now both are in opposite direction. So either E2 minus E1 or E1 minus E2. But if you compare E1 and E2, E2 greater. So the resultant will be like this. Along E2, that is E21, which is equal to, that is resultant of E1 and E2. How much it will become? E2 minus E1. Now similarly, here I am explaining, see here, consider minus charge. The distance is again R. But the charge is negative, so the field is towards. So this is the field due to negative charge. That is, it will become KQ by R square. And I said you very clearly that please don't take negative sign. Please don't take negative sign. Because you need to consider only direction while calculating force and field, because they are vector quantities. Now here one more minus 2Q is there, same distance, but this is again negative charge, so the field is towards it. So this is E4. Now E4 value, how much it will become? K2Q by R square. Now E4 is greater. So what is the resultant of E4 and E3 will become? So the resultant of E4 and E3 is along E4, that is E43, that will become E4 minus E3. Now if you consider at the center, see here, see, one field resultant is E21, another is like this, E43, same here also they are showing like this, where the angle between them is 90 degrees. Now if two vectors are at 90 degrees to each other, then what is the resultant formula? Under root a square plus b square, where b is E21. Sorry, a is E21, b is E43. Then the resultant electric field will become under root E21 whole square plus E43 whole square. That is what? That is the way you need to understand and you need to solve the questions. So when they give either triangle or square or pentagon, you need to look at how many charges they have given, how many fields will be there, and at what point they are asking the resultant field. Find each field with a proper direction. Then try to take 2 and make it into 1. Then try to every time. Like here actually 4 are there. First I took 2 and make it into 1. Then I took remaining 2, I make it into 1. Then 2 became 4, I made it into 2. Now 2 you can make it into 1. So everything depends on how to solve the resultant or how to get resultant of two vectors. So that's why I am telling vectors is really very important. So please try to revise once if you have any doubt. Ask me if there is any doubt. Now, here one more question. A cube of side B has a charge Q at each of its vertices. The electric field due to this charge distribution at the center of this cube will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught times. See here they are telling there is a cube. Let's take a cube. So, right? Now, here, a cube of side B. Each side is how much? B. Now, has a charge Q at each of it. Q, 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 Q. 8 vertices are there. Now, if you understand, you take your room, wherever you are sitting. So, there will be definitely how many corners in a room? 8 corners. Now, if you see, this is the body center, which is in middle of the room. Just above the floor, below the roof, and exactly in the mid-air, that is the body center, right? So the electric field due to this charge distribution at the center of the cube here. Now if you consider, see, this charge and this charge at opposite corner, so these fields are in equal and opposite manner because same distance will be there. Similarly, this charge and this charge both are opposite corners, exactly diagonally opposite corners. So these fields also equal and opposite. And this charge and this charge both are diagonally opposite. So their fields also get cancel each other. Similarly, this and this, these also diametrically opposite points, opposite corners. So their fields also equal and opposite. So one field cancelled by other one. 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 So what is the net field at the center will become then 0. Because it's a 3-dimensional diagram. You must have your own imagination. Then only you can understand the question. Then only you can imagine what directions will be there. Because you cannot draw all the directions on the paper. So that's why the greatest ever scientist, Einstein, what he said? imagination is more important than knowledge in the physics. So please have your own imagination about difficult questions where there is a three-dimensional diagram, not in just this chapter. So many chapters in so many concepts, this kind of imagination is required. You have to, if you have to solve the physics. So what is the answer will become? 0, because field is 0. Even same case if you take, suppose I am telling, you take hexagon, one more example I am telling. At the center means Q, 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 Q. Now this field and this field equal and opposite. This field and this field equal and opposite. This field and this field equal and opposite. So what is the resultant field will become? 0. So that's where they will give these four shapes: triangle, square and cube and pentagon in the all these CET, NEET, JEE level of questions. So this is how you have to solve the questions based on what? Electric field due to system of point charges. But sometimes they will give question in this manner also, like just for example I have given here. Here an infinite number of charges each of charge q. How many charges are there? Infinite number of charges. Where they are located are placed along x-axis. So they are placed along x-axis means this is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is origin. How many charges? Infinity. Now one charge is at x equal to 1, one charge is at x equal to 2, then 4, then 8, so on. So the distances are 1, 2, 4, 8, so on. Now all charges are along the same line. And they are asking find the electric field at the point x0, nothing but what? Origin. So at origin electric field means first this is one positive charge. So at this point the field is kq by r square away. Due to the second charge kq by r square, that is also away. Due to this also kq by r square away, but distances are different. Like, so the first charge if you consider kq by 1 square, then plus kq by 2 square plus kq by 4 square plus kq by 8 square, so on. Same thing they have taken. Here directly why I am taking plus? I am not taking vector rules. Why? Because already they are in same direction. As they are in same direction, what happens? There is no need to apply vector rules again, because already we applied rules, and for same direction, what is the resultant will become? A plus B. That's why I am taking direct addition. Because sometimes you will ask me again, sir, there you did not do the direct addition, here you are doing. So that's why I am giving the clarity about that. So now if you take here one more difficulty came, because after this what you have to do, okay, this came, then you should realize that this is in GP, infinite GP series, geometric progression, A plus AR plus AR plus up to infinity. So what is the sum of GP? Infinite series. A by 1 minus R, where R is what? Common factor. 1. If you multiply 1 by 4, then second term will come. If you multiply 1 by 4, third term will come. If you multiply 1 by 4, fourth term will come. So what is R value here? 1 by 4. So that A by 1 minus R. So you will get the answer. See, this is sometimes becomes like beyond your imaginations, because you don't get the idea, like they will include mathematics. That is the problem with physics for you all. Mix the physics with mathematics, but not all the questions. When you go to little tough level of questions in NEET or JEE level of questions, then only this kind of questions will come. So this is how the questions will come based on the electric field due to system of point charges. So if you understood what is Coulomb's law and how to find resultant force due to multiple charges or system of charges, this is nothing. Because see here, I'll tell you one simple example. Suppose one equilateral triangle you consider, Q, Q, Q. Here resultant force means due to this one and due to this one. If you find resultant force on this one, you divide that force with whatever charge is there. That will become resultant field at this point. That is due to again these two charges only. So if you can find resultant force at any point or resultant electrostatic force on any charge placed at one point, there if you divide that force with whatever charge is there, then you will get what? Resultant electric field. That's why you practice as many questions as possible based on resultant electric force due to system of point charges and resultant electric field due to system of point charges. But one more truth is, you have already studied these questions in gravitation. There you will keep masses at the corners and you will find gravitational force and gravitational field. But in this chapter you will study what? Electric force and electric field. But the major difference is, in gravitation always attraction force. But here repulsion or attraction, both are existing. That is the difference. So the direction changes. But the method to find the resultant field or force is same. Where you need to apply what? You need to apply the vector addition. Somebody asked me, explain me that question once again. I think this question only. So I am just giving the explanation once again. Please try to remember it. See, whenever, not this one, which one, ma? Tell me fast. This cube problem? Yes. Okay. See, cube problem, you need imagination. I am telling you, sit in the room, you consider there are, you face towards, if you consider the room wherever you are sitting, there you will get 4 corners. General shape I am telling. If there is some different shape, I can't say. Sir, in my room 10 corners are there. Don't say useless things. Okay. If you consider a general room, then there will be 8 corners. 4 corners on top and 4 corners on bottom if you consider the floor. So when you consider one corner at bottom at one side, there will be one corner on the roof, that is diametrical. You draw a diagonal. Diagonal means what? You have to join one point, like here I am showing. I don't know whether you are able to see that. You take the book also, one corner to another corner, opposite, diametrically opposite corner. So when you join those things, then only you will get the idea that if you take the room 8 corners, and how many diagonals will come? 4 diagonals will come. Diametrically opposite charges. So that their fields will be equal and opposite along the diagonal like this. One diagonal like this, one diagonal like this, one diagonal like this. So that two charges which are placed at diametrically opposite corners, they cancel their fields each other. So that the resultant field will become 0. Like that, one cancel other one. So two got cancelled. Then similar way, one more diagonal if you take, one cancels other fields, equal and opposite. Like that, 4 charges which are there at the roof corners, their fields get cancelled by 4 charges which are there at the bottom or floor corners. So that the resultant field will become 0. So please just try to take one book also, one cube also, so that you can understand what is the meaning of diagonals. Right. Now, one last time, final thing today we will study, that is the introduction to electric dipole. So introduction to electric dipole means a pair of equal and opposite charges, point charges, that are separated by a short distance is known as electric dipole. See, here is the definition. But here we need to discuss, I don't know you have discussed in chemistry or not already, but the concept of electric dipole comes from atom. See, the definition they are telling, a pair of equal and opposite point charges, means there must be two charges separated by small distance where they have equal magnitude but opposite sign, just like minus q and plus q. So two charges equal in magnitude and opposite in sign, but they must be separated by small distance. So here if you consider, actually what happens is, here when you consider an atom, so what is there inside the atom? There are fundamental particles. So positive protons will be there, negative electrons will be there. Now all the protons has one center of mass. You know how to find center of mass. Center of mass means what? The point where they behave like all the mass is concentrated. So there is one center of mass for all the protons. And there is one center of mass for all electrons. And inside the atom means the size is very small, such that there is a small difference between center of mass of positive protons and negative electrons. So they separated by, they means the center of mass separated by a small distance, so that the behavior is like all the electrons are located here and the total charge is minus q, and all the protons are located here and the total charge is plus q. But the distance between them is, we used to consider 2L for our calculation comfort. Distance between them only we will consider as 2L. So that the 2L is very small compared to the distances. Because it is, we are talking about inside the atom, the distances are very small. Because the size of atom is in terms of angstrom. Now inside the atom means it is even smaller. So that combination of one point with negative charge, one point with positive charge, where both are having equal, because both charges are equal in magnitude. Positive proton or electron charge is same, only what is the difference? Sign. Proton means positive charge, electron means negative charge. So that is what here, minus q plus q. And from that concept we have defined here that electric dipole. Di means what? Two. Pole means what? A point. So dipole means two poles. So two charges acts like two poles. But what particles are there here? Electric charges. So that's why we call it as electric dipole. So a two charges equal in magnitude, opposite in sign, separated by a small distance, we call it as electric dipole. So such dipole has some strength to produce electric field because there are some charges, and that strength we call it as, here we are defining dipole moment, and that dipole moment we represent with a symbol P, and it is a vector quantity, that's why P bar, and that direction is always from P bar minus q to plus q. That means from negative charge to positive charge. Even in chemistry also you will study, I don't know whether you have studied or you will study later, but dipole moment. In few atoms what happens, we call it as, what happens, you know, the two center of mass coincides each other. The two center of mass coincides each other means what is the distance will become? 0. The distance between them 2L will become 0, so that their dipole moment will become 0. So permanent dipole moment will not be there for them. 0 dipole moment. So polar molecules you will say. So but that is not important here. Just I am telling the example. So what is electric dipole moment is the charge times the distance between two charges. Here one minus q is there, one plus q is there. They separated by some distance. So here let's take 2a or 2l, whatever it is. So the dipole moment means charge, any one charge, because both are same magnitude, times the distance between them. That we call it as what? Electric dipole moment. So electric dipole moment. So electric dipole moment is a vector quantity. Electric dipole moment nothing but it is the strength of the dipole to produce electric field, and its direction is always directs from negative charge to positive charge, and it is defined as product of charge into or charge times distance between the two charges. That is what you need to understand here. So here if you take the unit, charge into distance means coulomb meter. Here everything I have given. It is a vector quantity and direction negative charge to positive charge, and it is its unit. So what is the dipole moment? It is the strength of dipole to produce electric field. Because in the coming class we will study about what is the electric field due to a dipole. Nothing but there are two point charges. Already we studied what is the field due to a point charge. Now 2 point charges are there. So at any point field means there is one field due to plus charge, there is one field due to negative charge. Then what is the resultant field? Vector sign. That only we will consider, that only we will find it in the coming class. So the definition of electric dipole or the concept of dipole introduced from the concept of atom. So inside the atom, the center of mass of the protons and electrons separated by some distance means there is some dipole moment. Those are permanent dipole moment, and from that we have derived this concept, and we will study here what if there is a dipole, what is the electric field it can produce at any particular point. Now today just we'll end with one simple 1 or 2 questions based on electric dipole moment. But in today's evening test you will not get the questions based on electric dipole moment. You will get the questions based on same field and force only. Just revise everything. Now here let's take one simple question. Suppose charges plus or minus 20 coulomb means one is plus 20, nano means what? 10 power minus 9. Another one is minus 20 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb. They are separated by 5 millimeter. So the distance is 5 millimeter means 5 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Calculate the magnitude and direction of dipole moment. So they have given charge, they have given distance. So here distance between them means again don't take 2 into, because 2L value only they have given as 5 into 10 power minus 3. So what is the dipole moment formula? Q into 2A. So Q is any one magnitude you take, 2 into 10 power minus 9 into distance 2A is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 3. So if you calculate, you will get the electric dipole moment. And this is not centimeter, please. This is coulomb meter. Coulomb meter. And the direction is from where to where? Always from negative charge to positive charge. But sometimes they will give little bit difficult or little bit tricky question. See here, I have given example. Now, just before we define that, if there are two charges equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, then we say that it is a dipole. But here they have given 3 charges are placed as shown. Find dipole moment of the arrangement. One I will explain, other is assignment for you. So here, let's take the first one. So 1 minus q, 1 minus q, 1 2q. Then you should get a thought that if you take this triangle, here 1 minus q plus 2q, you can divide as plus q, and here 1 minus q. So that there is one dipole combination, there is another dipole combination. So there are 2 dipole combinations. So they will give such kind of 3 charges so that you can form multiple dipoles. So that here 1 minus q plus q, so there is a dipole moment from minus to plus. Let's take P1. There is another dipole and that is, let's take dipole moment P2 from minus to plus. So that there are two dipole moments P1, P2, but both are equal here because the distance is same, d. So that is q into distance between them is d. And there are two dipoles and their angle is 90 degrees. So two vectors and the resultant you have to find. Where the angle between them is 90 degrees, then the resultant formula is what it will become, a square plus b square. So that it will become root 2 times qd. So this is the resultant electric dipole moment of this electrostatic system. Similar way here also they have given, but the configuration got changed. The angle between two dipoles got changes. Then you take from your side. Find what is the resultant electric dipole moment in this case. And one more thing also I will give you as assignment. So please try to find it. That is, one is, if there are three charges q, q minus q, what is the electric field on positive charge and negative charge? First question. What is the electric field on positive charge and negative charge? First thing. Next, when you take three charges equal magnitude, what is the electric field at the centroid? What is the electric field at the centroid? And one more thing, if there is a square, four charges are there, then, sorry, this is 2q and this is minus q, no, not minus q, this is q only, this is 2q, this is minus q. Now, what is the field? You just try to find at the center, where here side length is L, here side length is L or A, anything you take it. These three cases. So in first case, what is the field at this point and this point? And in second case, what is the field at the centroid? In third case, what is the field at the center? So please try to solve all these three questions and try to send the solutions to your respective proctors. So this is how the questions will come, and try to understand, try to solve. Now, once we have, if we have a brief discussion what we have studied, see here, today we studied only one thing, that is, what is the electric field due to a system of point charges. Nothing but the field due to multiple charges at any point is vector sum of all the electric fields, that is this one. And based on that we have solved 2-3 questions. One is square case, one is cube case, one is I explained extra pentagon case, and one is general case. So please try to first understand and solve these questions only. Then try to solve the questions which I have given for homework or assignment. Then you will understand. And we have just taken the introduction, what is electric dipole and what is the electric dipole moment, that we have understood, and we have taken one simple question based on what is the electric dipole moment of a electric dipole, and how to find the electric dipole moment in case of combination of dipoles. Hidden combinations, they will not tell you directly. You should realize from the given figure. And finally, what we will study in the coming class. So what we are going to study in the coming class is what is axial and equatorial line, which are related to electric dipole, and what is the electric field due to an electric dipole on axial line and equatorial line. So that is very important, because those two questions are, that question is very important for 5 marks question in CBSE, sorry, board examination, whether it is CBSE or state, but our is state syllabus. So here this question is the first important question. Many times they asked for the 5 marks question. So that thing we will study in the coming class. What is axial and equatorial line, and what is the electric field due to an electric dipole at any point on the axial line or equatorial line. So please have a revision and try to solve whatever questions I solved in the during the class. First you understand, practice them, then go for other questions, or you can solve from any other material also. But very soon you will get the material. Now you after you receive the material, then I will tell you every day like what questions to be done as homework, so that it will be good for you, so you can get more and more practice, right? So thank you all of you. We will continue in the coming class. Thank you very much.